Namaste friends, we are continuing our Bhagavad Gita series, chapter 4, verse 9. Just in the last episode, we did the most famous Bhagavad Gita verses. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvabhati bharata vyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam sajamyaham sambhavami yuge yuge. That you all know that verse very well. So Krishna is continuing on that theme, and he says, 9th verse now, Janma karma cha me divyam एवं यो वेत्ति तत्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहम पुनर्जन्म न इति माम एति so Arjuna. What he's saying is that whoever knows in truth my divine birth and action, janma karma chame divyam, divine. Divyam most likely gave us the word diva and divine in English. Etymologically, pronunciation wise, they are all connected words. Divyam and divine, right? So he who knows in truth my divine birth and action, tyaktva deham, having abandoned his body, his or her body, after leaving the body, after having left the body, punarjanma na eti, they are not reborn, they are not coming back for reborn, they attain moksha. Whoever knows my divine action, divine birth of Lord, that is Bhagavan Krishna or Yogeshwar Krishna, the ultimate reality, transcendental reality. Once you realize that, you are automatically out of the cycle of rebirth, basically, he's saying. Having left his body, he is not reborn, he comes to me as well. So that Atma merges with Brahman, ultimate reality, that's the ultimate Advaita, Vedanta, philosophy of Hinduism. That is what is being explained in verse 9. Right, verse 10. Vitarag bhaya krodha manmaya mam upashitaha Bhava jnana tapsa puta mad bhavam agataha. Similar again, who can attain moksha? One who can control their vitrag bhaya krodha. Vitrag, again I mentioned in previous episode, vitrag is a very technical term in Jain tradition. One who is beyond the rag and dvesh. Vitrag. Vitrag bhaya krodha. So Krishna, Gitakar has added 2 more words to that. One who is beyond ragas, that is likes, passions. Bhaya, fear. Krodha, anger. One who is beyond all those likes and dislikes, rag and dvesh. Manmaya mam upashritaha. One who takes refuge in me, right? Thinking solely of me, resorting to me. Many whose greed, fear and anger have departed. Bahava jnana tapsa. Those who are tapasa, those who are practicing austerities to that extent that pursuing knowledge becomes an action of austerities. Right? Those who are purified by austerity of knowledge. Excellent translation. That's a good translation there. Putaha madbhavam agata. They have attained my state of being. Madbhavam, my state of being. Madbhavam, mad means my, bhavam, my state of being. Agataha, they have accomplished, they have approached, they have reached that state of my being when they transcend vitarag, when they transcend rag and bhaya and krodha, when they surrender to me, when they come to my refuge, they attain moksha, basically, he's saying. Verse 11. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Very, very common, very famous, popular verse again. Not extremely popular, but familiar verse to many of us. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Tan sa tatha eva bhajami aham. Mam vartaman anuvartante. Manushyaha parth sarvashaha. That openness of Hindu tradition, that universality of Hindu tradition is excellently explained, summarized here by Krishna. What he says, ye yatha, whoever does mam prapadyante, whoever comes to my refuge, in whatever way they come, tan tatha eva bhajami aham, I share my rewards with them. Mam vartaman anuvartante, they follow me everywhere, in all kinds of directions, in all kinds of ways. Manushyaha, human beings, Partha, O Arjun, Sarvasha. So in whatever way people take refuge in me, I reward them. People everywhere, Arjuna, follow my path. In all kinds of ways, in all kinds of practices, all are welcome. All are welcome. All are welcome to follow me, take refuge in me. Prapadyante is an interesting word here. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Padna. In Hindi, Urdu, there is a word for sharan mein padna. मैं आपकी शरण में पड़ा हूं most likely came from this prapadante, because same meaning, same sound, cognate, there is this connection by etymology also and by meaning also. Alright, now verse 12. Kankshantah karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataha kshipram hi manushe loke siddhi bhavati karmaja. By action, consequence is assured. By yajna is also kind of an action, accomplishment is assured. Keep following your path, keep following even your rituals will reward you. That's what he's explaining here. So what he says, desiring the success of ritual acts, kankshantah. Akanksha is a common Indian name for girls. Akanksha comes from this word. Kankshantah. Karmanam siddhim. Accomplishment. Siddhi is accomplishment. Karmanam. By action you get the consequences, your accomplishment, your consequences, your fruits of your action. Yajanta iha devataha. Even if you are doing yajanta, means doing yajnas or rituals, fire rituals, sacrifice, usually translated as sacrifice in English. Bad translation. But I would prefer fire rituals at least. Agni ritual or fire ritual. Yajanta iha devata, even for gods, if you do yajna properly, if you do rituals properly. Kshipram hi manushe loke. Kshipram, fast, quickly. Kshipram hi manushe loke. Siddhir bhavati karmaja. From your action, you get your accomplishment. You get your consequences, your fruits, your success. Men sacrifice here, people sacrifice here on earth to the Vedic gods. Quickly, indeed, in the world of people, ritual acts bring success. Even rituals bring success. Action and consequences. Verse 13 now. Oh, extremely popular, even controversial, a defense of the Varna system. Verse 13, chapter 4, remember this. Chatur Varnyam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha Tasya Kartaram Apimam Vidhi Akartaram Avyayam. So Krishna is making one of those contradictory statements, but with full confidence. And as Pandurang Shastri Athavale Dadaji would say, Sina thok ke Krishna कहते हैं कि मैंने 4 वर्ण बनाए. I created the 4 varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Chatur Varnyam Maya Srishtam, by me, passive voice, Maya, by me, Srishtam, created, constructed, designed, by me, those 4 varnas. How did I create? Not based on birth, not based on DNA, not based on the kulas or jati, based on guna karma vibhagashaha, based on their qualities, their actions, how people perform, what kind of qualities people have. That is how I categorize them in 4 varnas. Tasya kartaram apimam. I am the doer of those. Vidhi, but also know that akartaram apyayam. But I am also the non-doer. Know me to be the eternal non-doer. I don't do anything, but I also created these 4 varnas. System of 4 varnas was created by me according to the distribution of the qualities and their acts. Although I am the creator of the system, please note that I am also the eternal non-doer. So one of those paradoxical statements. Now verse 14th. So how do I do it? I act, but I don't act. Right? I am the creator, doer, but I am also non-doer. Now he is explaining the difference. Verse 14, chapter 4. Namam karmani limpanti. Name karm phale spriha. Iti mam yo abhijanati. Karma bhihi na sa padhyate. So here is the tip how to perform actions. Follow my example. I create these 4 varnas, but those consequences of those actions are not sticking to me. So that's what he's saying. Namam karmani limpanti. Limpanti, lep lagana. Limpanti, chipakna. Karmani, those actions do not stick to me. Name karma phale spriha. I have no desire for any consequences of my action. Krishna is explaining. Yogeshwar is explaining. Itimam yo abhijanati. One who understands this way of working. Karma bhihi na sabadhyate. That person will not be bonded by his actions, by his karma. So, translation says, actions do not taint me, do not stick to me, do not taint me. I have no desire for the fruit of action. I do it completely, selflessly, nishkam karm, definition right here. Thus, he who comprehends me, those who understand my way of action, are not bound by action. They remain free even after performing all those actions. And verse 15, chapter 4. Evam dhyatva kritam karma purvaihi api mumukshubhihi kuru karmai iva tasmatvam purvaihi purvataram kritam. So Krishna is again exhorting Arjuna to perform his actions following Krishna's own example of performing action. What he says, Evam Dhyatna Kritam Karma. Having known this, the ancients, Purvaihi api mumukshubhihi. Mumukshu, excellent word, desiderative word. Mumukshu comes from the root much, to free. Mumukshu, those who desire to obtain freedom. So Jigivishu, Vijikishu, Mumukshu, all these are called as desiderative words. Their desire for life, Jijivisha. Desire for victory, Vijikisha. Desire for moksha, Mumukshu. All these are similar words. So here the word is Mumukshu. So those who desire for moksha, they knew this form of working, of performing actions, but without those actions sticking to their soul. Kuru karma eva tasmat tvam purvaihi. Yeah. So therefore perform action, Arjuna, as it was earlier performed by the ancients. Purvaihi, purv, ancient, earlier. Just as the experts, those who desire moksha, how they perform their actions, being a non-doer, right? Doing it with Nishkam Karma ideology, Nishkam Karma methodology. If you do your actions, if you indulge in this war, basically, I think what he's saying is, if you indulge in this war with that kind of an idea of non-doer, then you don't have to worry about the consequences of your action. You do it with full, in this methodology of Nishkam Karma. That is the idea. That is how I have created the 4 Varnas. That is how you have to perform your actions in this war. So let's stop here and continue next.